What's going on, YouTube? It's your old buddy Big Rob again, here with another edition of Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food. I quickly maybe wanted to give an update on the Willow TV show. I did finish it this weekend, and I've decided that I really enjoyed the show. Irregardless of the issues that I had with it that I talked about on the last episode, I still really enjoyed it. I quit looking at it as fantasy and basically just looked at it as pure comedy. And I would find myself enjoying it a whole lot more. It somewhat reminds me tonally of 2001's A Knight's Tale. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Heath Ledger, Paul Bettany, Alan Tudyk. It was a medieval piece, except all the music was modern rock and roll, and so it was really jarring. The producer director, I can't remember, said that he did that so that modern audiences could understand how Renaissance era music made Renaissance era people feel. Because if they had used Renaissance era music, then we wouldn't have really understood it because it would have been boring as hell to us. That seems reasonable. Somewhat jarring, but still a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I watched it again today just to kind of refamiliarize myself with it, and I really enjoyed it. But anyway, sorry, that was an aside. I was supposed to be talking about Willow. So anyway, the tonal something or other, speech patterns, that never did get cleared up. But I still really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storyline. I enjoyed the comedy. The special effects, actually, in the last couple of episodes with the magic fights, were really good. I super enjoyed those. And of course, like all good TV shows, it sets up another season. Possibly, hopefully, kind of hope Disney approves it because I enjoyed it and I would watch another season. The guy that played Boorman especially was hysterical. Christian Slater shows up in an episode. I guess, I don't know. I don't guess that's a spoiler because that episode's been out for several weeks now. And I was a huge Christian Slater fan. So for me, hey, cuffs, you know. But yeah, super great show. I really enjoyed it. Totally different tonally than the original movie, but still loved it. So the other thing, and what I wanted to talk about this week is regrets. I don't have very many regrets in life. Everything leads you to where you're at, when you are, where you go. But I do have one. When I was younger, I wanted to move to Japan and become a sumo wrestler. I know that's shocking, but I'm a big dude, and I thought I'd be pretty doggone good at it. I even had my own nickname picked out. I was going to be the Ragin' Gaijin. I had a pitch written up, or most of a pitch that I had written up, and I was going to send it to G4 Network, try to get them to sponsor me, and I was going to do a show all about me moving to Japan and trying to break into sumo. The name of the show? Fat Man in Japan. I thought it was brilliant. That never did come to pass, obviously, since I'm here running my mouth on YouTube and I'm not a world famous Yokozuna. I also found out later that the sumo world is massively corrupted by the Yakuza to the point where it makes the NCAA look squeaky clean. So I'd have probably got killed because, let's face it, I'm a smart aleck. So there was that. The other thing I wanted to tell you is I had a road story for this week. Some of you guys have heard this, some of you haven't. I travel for work. I'm in motels 40 plus weeks out of the year, all over the Southeast. Stayed in good ones, stayed in really nice ones, stayed in some so-so ones. So I was at a motel this week, hotel, and I get in and I check in and go to my room, unpack my stuff, put my toothbrush in the restroom, and I check the time, and I've got a couple hours to kill before I have to go into work, so I decided I'm going to lay down and take a nap. So I put my shorts on and sat down on the edge of the bed, plug my phone in because the battery's getting low. I lay down, and as I'm laying there, I hear creak, creak, woof, and the bed collapsed. So now I'm looking at the ceiling, and it's just a little bit further away than it was 5 minutes before. I laid there for a minute or two, mostly because I could not believe that. I mean, I know I'm a big dude. I've seen myself. I have never collapsed a bed in my life. That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. Years and years ago, I actually had a platform bed that one of the supports gave away. I just remember that. Man. Alright, so second time I've ever collapsed a bed. Anyway, so I got up, and I didn't want to tell the front desk because I figured all the thing they'd do was move me to a different room, and I was fixing to have to go to work, and I didn't want to have to pack my stuff and move. So I picked the bed, the mattress, and the box spring up, and got to looking, and the frame on this bed was particle board. A square of particle board, one board running through the center for stability, and 3 metal slats running across. It was not joined at the corners in any kind of way, screws or bolts or anything like that. It was just plastic clips. So it's high quality. You can tell. It's good stuff. Anyway, so I put it back together as best I could, and gently laid the box spring and the mattress back down, and laid down on it, and it held. It was nice. Okay. So I went to sleep for 30 minutes, got up and went to work, got off work the next morning, and went back, laid down very carefully again. No problem. Slept all day. Slept all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday. No, part of the day Wednesday. When my alarm went off Wednesday, I got up and realized that once again, the ceiling's a little further away than it should have been because it collapsed on me again Wednesday. So I went downstairs, and I told the lady at the front desk, and I said, listen, I said, I am super embarrassed to tell you this, and I wouldn't tell anybody else, except YouTube apparently. My bed collapsed. I said, I don't know if you got a maintenance person here this evening or not that can take a look at it. And the front desk person was very apologetic, very professional. More professional than I would have been because I'd have laughed. She apologized. She said, I don't have a maintenance person here. She said, I can put you in a different room. I said, I've got to go to work. I don't have time to change rooms. But, what do you know? She said, well, I'll tell you what. She said, I will leave a note for the maintenance guy that comes in the morning. Take a look at it first thing. He said he normally comes in around 8, but sometimes he comes in a little earlier. I said, great, perfect, thank you. So I went to work, got off the next morning, and went back to my room. It was 7:15, 7:20, somewhere in there. And took my shoes off, took my contacts out, ate breakfast, sitting there reading the book, and waiting. 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock, 8:15. hide nor hair. My eyes are getting heavy because I worked all night. I'm just about to fall out. So finally at about 8:45, I was like, I'll go downstairs and check and see if there's any kind of update. So I went downstairs, and the morning front desk person's very nice, very polite. Again, I'd have probably laughed, and they didn't. So they were very professional. And I told them what happened. And I asked, so any idea when the maintenance man might be able to come by my room? And they says, well, I'm sorry, sir, but our maintenance guy only comes in at 9. Sometimes it's later. What happened to 8 or sometimes before? Now it's sometimes 9 or sometimes later. And I says, thank you very much. I said, I understand. I have to get some sleep. I'm checking out first thing tomorrow. Just let them know to come in then. They can deal with it then. So I checked out Friday morning. I don't know what happened. The hotel didn't call me and tell me I got to pay for a new bed. But I got to go back to that hotel this week. So we're really going to see what happens when I go to check in again. Praying I don't get the same room. So that's my stories for the week. I appreciate you tuning in once again. If you enjoyed what you heard, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share. Let everybody know about this. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your coworkers, tell my coworkers, tell my family, tell my friends. Tell anybody you know. Check it out. You might get a chuckle, hopefully. If you get a chance, check out some of my friends. Hassel and Monster over at the Nerdy Man Room Show. I'll try and drop a graphic with their contact information. They do a show on YouTube. Sometimes they together, sometimes Hassel does movie reviews. I think he dropped a new one today. It's good stuff. Give them a shout out, give them a like, give them a see, and see what you think there. Also, if you get a chance, if you're in the Tifton, Georgia area, stop by and see the Clady Clan at the Zone Collectables. They're at 305 Main Street. You can also find them on Facebook at the Zone Collectables. I'll try and drop a graphic with their information here. They're good people too. Give them a shot. So that's everything that I can think of for this week. I'll see you next week, if not before. Hope you have a good one. May the force be with you.